There's no need to be so
It really wasn't as complicated.
Add ast. Add ast. Thank you for
No escape.
Another
Here to
test.
allow me. Terminate. Let me amuse myself. Enhanced animal module 75.
Test subject.
Can't run from death.
Shine down. Just leap. Ha! Animal hypostasis emulation. Animal test 6301. Amuse
Test subject.
Can't run from death.
illusion ship. Hold the line. Mark 2!
Let me amuse
Scatter!
myself a little.
Spring forth! Absorption test! Stand clear!
Over here! Shine no longer.
Shine down! Allow me! Terminate! Animal hyperstasis emulation! Animal test 6308. Stand clear!
The wrong test subject.
Can't run from death.
Are you here to play with me?
Enhanced animal module 75. Absorption test. Stand clear.
The wrong test subject.
The marriage shine no longer.
Can't run from death.
There is no escape. Propagate! Spring forth! Animal hyperstasis emulation!
Look at me.
Can't run from death.
Let's go. Time is again.
Commissions? Specifically one with a huge more attack, perhaps? You know we're worth it. For quality work and speedy results, choose Paimon and the Traveler!
It's always a pleasure to see our two most avid adventurers again. Actually, we do in fact have a rather urgent commission that is still open.
Don't worry about that. We were just kidding.
To put it simply, the requester is looking for a temporary replacement actress for their musical. The original cast member ran into some issues, but the troupe has also been experiencing some financial difficulties.
That does sound like a tricky situation.
That's right. Our adventurers reached out to many actresses, but none of them were willing to take the job. There are only a few days left until the performance. If they can't find someone in time, they'll probably have to postpone the show.
Got it. Oh, this one's a doozy. What do you think, Traveler? Any ideas? Even if we took the commission, neither of us have any experience starring in musicals.
If you're interested in helping, why not start by having a chat with the requester? Maybe you can't fill the role yourselves, but you might be able to help him figure out another solution.
Oh, it's that guy, huh? No wonder, he looks like he just ate a sour lemon. Paimon approves! Let's go! Hello there! Are you the guy looking for a new actress?
Wait, I know you two! Are you—
Wow, sounds like we're pretty famous in Fontaine already. But to answer your question, neither of us have any experience in musicals.
I see. It's okay. If we can't find someone to step in, we'll have no choice but to cancel the show. That's the thing. We're not some high-profile theater troupe. All our sets and props are very crude. We're grateful enough just to get an audience. If we had a way to make this profitable, things might have turned out differently.
Disband? You're splitting up the troupe?
Oh, I guess the lady at the Adventurers Guild didn't tell you? One last show. And after that, we go our separate ways. Nobody wants things to just fizzle out. Not after all the time and effort we've invested. Yeah, the leading lady, in fact. She's been dealing with a chronic illness ever since childhood. The show just won't be the same without her. But for everyone else's sake—
Got it. We have a clearer picture now. Let's see if we can come up with any ideas. What if we sponsored the show?
Please, there's no need to go that far. I wouldn't feel right asking such a huge favor, and I can't promise that we'd ever be able to pay you back.
Good point. If the actress just goes through the motions for the Mora, that's not— We should find someone who will put on the best performance possible. Oh, wait! What about— That's how you know we're the best of partners. Anyway, she's really good at performing, and she was once super popular with the crowd.
Who are you thinking of? Sounds like someone famous. Her! You're...
Nope. Paimon doesn't actually know if she's performed on stage before, but
You're not wrong there. She has actually performed in a number of big-name shows before. But even if she's no longer the Hydro Archon, it's not like she's suddenly a commoner. She's still an idol to many people in Fontaine, including myself. I just think Lady Farina might... well, yeah... Fair enough. I mean, if she was actually willing to, I'm sure everyone in our troupe has probably dreamt of performing on stage with her one. Of course...
no point in stressing about that. And besides, things are different now. There's no reason for her to be all high and mighty anymore.
Thank you for your help.
Wait, where does Farina actually live nowadays? She used to live in luxury at the Palais Mermonia, but she...
As it happens, I have her current address here. I can provide it to you.
Woo! When did...
I came over when things were starting to sound more promising. It is my duty to support commissioners in any way I can.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well, now that we've got the address, we'll go find Farina.
I can't believe they're seriously asking Lady Farina.
Try not to worry. May I pour you a glass of water?
Did Catherine really give us the right address? She lives... Not that there's anything wrong with this place.
You know, it's common courtesy to make sure the homeowner isn't in earshot when...
Ah! Okay, when did Poppy...
I was just out on a shopping trip. I ran out of macaronis. I used to have a much wider range of choices when it came to food. But now I'm finding that simple, not at all. As long as you have different kinds of sauces in, you can have macaroni and tomato sauce one week,
Oh, sounds like you're really struggling to cope.
How rude! Questioning my cooking skills. The audacity! It's not like I have a very eventful life these days. Actually, I barely leave the house. Besides, I'm sure I could master dishes like la lettre focilor or blubber profiteroles in no time.
Ah, there it is, you don't...
Not yet, maybe, but... Anyway, what are you even doing here? Let me first be clear that I'm not taking guests at this time.
Sorry! We're sorry! Please don't be mad! Yeah, exactly! What the Traveler said! Hang on a sec, you weren't exactly holding back either!
My help? Well...
Don't worry, it's nothing that serious. It's just very specific, and you're the one...
Oh? Well, if that's the case, then... Fine. So tell me. I see. After all, I was once the brightest star in all of Fontaine, well-versed in all the various performing arts. But given the present...
How come? It sounds like this would be a breeze for you!
True. But although I am no longer required to play the role of the Hydro Archon, the time I spent in centuries of pretending to be a different person changes you completely. Of course, that can't be undone now. It's too late, and I have no intention of reinventing myself all over again. But at least I can say that I no longer desire to play any new roles.
Paimon can understand, but... This is just a one-off part to fill in for someone who's sick.
Whether it's a one-off or not, if I make an exception to the rule now, I'm just leaving a back door for myself, which would be the same as not having a boundary in the first. So I'm not going to perform.
Okay, guess there's no convincing you. Well, is there anything else we can do? Do you know any other actors who might be interested in the role?
Nope.
Short and to the point.
I've never been great at maintaining relationships, since I'm just an ordinary person now. They'll probably just True, but I mean, could you even blame them? I show up out of the blue, begging and groveling for their help with a show they won't even get paid for? Ooh, no way.
Well, is there anything else?
Have I not made myself clear? You're barking up the wrong tree. Sorry. I didn't mean for that to sound...
It's all right, Farina. Paimon just wanted to make sure we tried everything. Oh, yeah, I guess that's all we can do now.
Toodaloo to you, too.
It's too bad, but we have to respect Farina's decision. Maybe the thought of performing brings up too many painful memories now.
Exactly. But none of them believed me.
Huh? What's going on? Are they arguing?
That's besides the point. I'll ask you again. Why did you start looking for a...
You didn't need to say it. We've known each other for how long now?
And that gives you the right to make a decision on my behalf?
Shortly after you left, the troupe's lead actress came to the Adventurers Guild. Excuse me, but can you both take a moment to discuss something else for now?
Sorry. I was just dealing with a little
Sadly, it's a no from her. We tried to persuade her.
I see. You see, our leading lady has just informed me that...
Oh, right! Sounds like everything worked itself out then. Yeah, she'd be livid. We'd get the scolding of a lifetime.
Jeez, is Lady Farina really so harsh with people?
Only joking, calm down. So, despite the fact that we failed to complete the commission, we were still racking our brains for ideas on the way back here.
Look, there's no point arguing with you about this anymore. This is the last chance we have, though. If your illness flares up again, there won't be time to find anyone to replace you. So, are you absolutely sure you'll be able to handle it?
Yes, I'm completely confident. I share everyone's desire to commemorate all our years as a troupe with a proper farewell show. Every one of us thinks of this troupe as their home.
You're right.
All's well that ends well. Sounds like the show will go on. Sure.
Hey, how did you... I was just passing by because I realized I forgot a couple of items on my shopping list. All right, I'm coming. No need to drag me.
Farina?
I was just, when you came to talk with me earlier, I jumped right to explaining my position, and all before I even had a full grasp of the situation. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's totally fine. Paimon didn't take any of that personally.
You really have a knack for asking the most uncomfortable questions, don't you? I felt very sheepish, having had a change of heart after. But in any case...
Yeah. When they said they were gonna ask for your help, I almost had a...
There's no need to think like that. I was wondering, if the difficulties are purely financial, then there must be a solution. Everyone seems so devoted to the troupe.
We all want to believe that, but everything's been going downhill ever since we lost our director.
Her name was O'Reilly.
What?
That's actually how I recognized these two. It was all thanks to their efforts. But still...
She was a loyal fan of your performances, Miss. She rallied many people around her who were destitute or people loved our performances back then.
And then, does that...
Yeah. After that, none of us know anything about script writing. It's agonizing.
Oh.
What a terrible waste. I suppose it's fair to say then that...
Yes, exactly.
Well, good thing I followed the traveler here. I know what you're thinking, but I by no means plan to cross the boundary I've set for myself. But I can, however, but only if you feel this is...
Oh, most definitely.
We unfortunately don't have any budget for a consultant, though.
I don't need any compensation. all I'd ask in return, something I've begun to realize since my departure from the Opera Epiclese, the law only judges criminal behavior, and what about all the unresolved emotions of the parties involved? An interesting answer. Take, par exemple,
Still a fan of your old drum? You just want to get back in on the action.
No. This is a completely different situation.
The name's not Swine, it's Paimon!
Would you be willing to join me? Come on, take a break from adventuring to listen to a story.
Thank you all so much. Our director was a huge fan of. All right, follow.
Lady Farina?
What's Lady Farina doing here?
Hello, all. Allow me to explain. As of today, Miss Farina will be supporting our production of The Little Oceanid in the role of artistic consultant. These two over here are the ones that made it possible. They kindly reached out to Miss Farina on our behalf. I'm sure they need no introduction.
You bet! That was the trial of the century!
You helped bring our director's murderer to justice. We can't thank you enough.
Oh, please don't mention it. We're just here to join in on the fun.
So, you were saying The Little Oceanid?
Yeah, that's the name of our final show. It's an unfinished script left behind by our director. One of our greatest regrets is that she never got to complete it. So, if we can bring it to the stage and make it a successful show, we can all take some solace in that.
Wait, but if it's not finished, then...
Yeah, we've been battling issues on every front trying to realize this dream. Anyway, let me give you a quick summary of what the story's all about. The protagonist of the story is a young Oceanid who transforms herself into human form, despite the protests of her family. She longed to live just like any other human, but one day...
So far,
That's one of the issues we've been trying to deal with. We need a proper ending.
We still haven't decided between a...
Yeah, but then the...
Exactly. A lot of the time, people come to watch a show just hoping for some... And one... The first is Paul, the other is Vilmont. He did write to him.
Although...
what opportunity?
Maybe you're unaware, but your name has always been like a rallying cry for us.
Our director was constantly singing your praises. All of us look up to you as a role model.
Oh, stop! You're making me all flustered. Although, not in a bad way. I suspect the reason they're dragging their feet is that they have their doubts about whether the show will really go ahead, considering all the issues you've been facing. But one by one, all the obstacles are being removed. Now is the time to rally the troops.
Makes sense. Okay, priority number 1, let's check in with Paulo and see where he's at with the ending. He went back to Poisson a few days ago. Said that staying in a friend's home might help him to relax and escape the feeling of isolation.
I thought the last thing his friend would want right now would be to take visitors, given that Poisson was flooded not too long ago. But I guess it's the opposite. A friend in need and all that.
Yeah, maybe he could use some company.
Poisson. Nothing. I suppose my presence will be indispensable if we are to restore his faith in the show. So allons-y. To Poisson!
If I remember correctly, this is where he stayed.
Who is it?
It's me.
You came all the way.
Alright. Forget that for now.
Nice try. Look, just give me some time, okay? I'm just wrapping up this last...
Okay then.
So, as expected,
The ending is even once he's done.
Someone told me they'd just seen you in Poisson. I assumed it was a case of mistaken identity, but... So, you're here for Paolo? Looks like he could be a while, so feel free to take a stroll.
Oh, it's okay. We can just wait here.
Thank you for being so considerate, Miss Navia. That sounds wonderful. Get over here, you! How oblivious are you?
how are things in Poisson now?
Things are on the mend.
I'm sorry.
Please. We all have, and if you...
Thank you for your words, but for now...
It's okay. Which, to avoid upsetting the Pete, it's not a perfect...
That's so thoughtful.
Well, what... Anyway, that was all. Look after her now.
Off we go then. Let's take... I don't have... I'm so grateful that Miss Navia was so understanding. To be it's always easiest to just run away from your problem.
So that's why you were nervous?
Yeah. I'd be lying. Still, I felt it was something I had to do. I'd be overjoyed if the people here could find it in their hearts to Yeah, I can tell people are watching me. I'm sure some people here see the idea of someone coming to Poisson dressed as the Hydro Archon as extremely disrespectful. I used to be terrible.
I'm not surprised you're making yourself go through all of this.
I can't let myself see only the things I want.
Look! There seems to be a crowd gathering over there.
Probably time we made a move. How about we check out Spina di Rasula's ship? I'm sorry.
We don't mind. It's actually refreshing to see a different side of you.
Great. Well, I appreciate your company, so please don't disappear just yet. I don't know whether you can tell, but the years of suffering and loneliness aren't the only reason I have a hard time facing up to who I used to be. As I stand here by the ship, I can't get the images of the rising water out of my mind. One after another, people were taken by the water. All those treasured lives and memories washed out of existence in an instant. They thought their god would protect them. They had absolute faith that, and all the while, I played my part to perfection but then the floodwaters finally came.
You shouldn't look at it like that. You're only doing your duty.
I've had to go through so many moments like that for the sake of... Eventually, I realized I had nothing left except the truth. I became Fortunately, We were able to avoid the worst-case scenario thanks to the help of heroic individuals such as yourselves. Everyone rose to their responsibilities, and I finally regained my freedom. But on some level, freedom also means no longer being needed.
Paimon would have never imagined you.
A reward? I guess so. Back then, I didn't even dare to dream about having someone to confide in. I was scared of someone recognizing me for who I truly was. Believe in the Farina you see on stage. She is the one you can trust. I had to keep all my feelings, all my curiosity about life to myself. That's what I really meant.
So that's where you were coming from. Paimon totally thought you were just a bit of a diva at heart.
Could you please get off my case? I don't know what's gotten into you today. I do. I once had nothing but the truth, and now I'm finally, at least the choice is in my hands. All right, it's about time to head back. Paulo should have finished.
Sure. Okay, let's head back and check it out.
Didn't you say you needed to watch what you eat? You're supposed to be cutting down on fried foods.
Come on. Anyway, my character doesn't—
Are you kidding me right now? It's not your character's health I'm worried about. I've spent my whole life battling the effects of ill health, and it kills me to—
Oh no. We're back! Could you maybe put your...
You're back. We've been enjoying Spina di Rosula's VIP treatment in your stead. Paulo's nearly done.
Great! So you were discussing your characters, right? We heard she's playing the Oceanid who turns into a human girl. What about you?
Me? I'm an Oceanid too.
He was originally supposed to take the form of a crane, but he...
Sorry.
The boar's not a bad character, actually. He's the one who raises the little Oceanid, yes?
That's right. He has some pretty memorable lines too. Like when he imparts some solemn— If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one.
Wait, that sounds kind of...
It's the most important line in the whole script. She kept quiet about all the trials and tribulations she faced in running our troupe. It was only after she was gone that we realized how tough her job really was.
You mentioned earlier that the troupe is like your home.
Yeah. I was born with an incurable illness, and once my family found out, I spent some years taking whatever— It was like that until the director found me one day. She took me under her wing.
She sounds like a real...
She really was. She gave everything she had to her troupe, and I was a lost child too when she found the other kids were all— One day,
Let me guess. Fortunately, the next person you ran into was the director.
Yeah. For the first time in my life, I was somewhere—
The day you hoped would never come.
Oh, you're finally done? Get your butt over here.
Farina? The Farina? Oh my god.
Please,
Same here!
Even so, this is just... Oh, wow. Yes, the script, of course. Let me give you a run. I'm sure you're already... She finds love and the people start to know the little Oceanid. In the end...
Consciousness?
water as a...
Since the little Oceanid, her lover accept the little Oceanid.
And then,
In the end...
Huh?
Well, she ma-
through her love for her human...
There's actually something else. You know the if we're serious about...
That sounds like too...
That ending would be on the day when she went missing. We waited and we looked for her.
The director?
I've been trying to...
Villemont?
Yeah.
grief? Because
What?
it's time to be upfront. I did tell her. She said that we were all like brother. Not that it came. I said, maybe one. Well, maybe. And now. So if I'm the one.
And we've all had our differences of.
Well, if that's
Are you ready to face?
Honestly, funny you should ask though.
I certainly do. Come on, everyone.